hold on a minute. Right, let's see if this is working on my stream. Share this out in case it's not going out anywhere. I know it's live streaming on Facebook at the moment. Twitter. Freaking hell, man, it's bloody hot in here. Been cold lately. We're not ready. Right, you might hear a few knocks and bumps. That's because the neighbours upstairs. Can't do anything about that at the moment. But it does normally get a bit quieter. Right. Video looks a bit blocky. And would you believe one of the cameras just gone offline and it hasn't done that at all whatsoever today. Right. Let's just rename that. Right, so are we going to get anything? I don't know. Right, so I've got some equipment out. I've got a Ghost Meter Pro in the kitchen. Actually, 98%. Would help if I presented it, wouldn't it, eh? Right, so over here, I've got Ghost Meter Pro and a trial meter. I did have a power sensor running, but the battery's gone flat on it. And it was a brand new battery. It lasted probably about 3 minutes, then completely drained. And it was going off a few times when I was like trying to get things sorted out. You got an EDI there and a K2 meter there. I know it's going to be a bit hard to see if they flicker or not. I can't do anything about that, but I think I've got the audio turned on in the kitchen anyway, so we might hear it. In the living room, all I've got on there is a light sensor bar and a DC box. And in here, in the bedroom, I've got another Ghost Meter Pro, an EDI, drive fuel meter, DC box, and K2 meter. No, that's all the equipment I've got out. I'm not getting any more stuff out because it's been a problem trying to find stuff. I'm not saying we're going to get anything. We might do, we might not. I don't know. I have seen a few orb activity in here today in the kitchen. I was sitting in here and I saw like a white flash go across the screen. I don't know if it recorded. It might have recorded it. I don't know. I'll have to review it tomorrow. I saw a flash up here, but that could be someone's kitchen light on the opposite side that might have turned on quickly. I don't know. Let me just go into the kitchen section for a minute. Let's just bring it around a little bit. Do. No, to hear the sound, I can only have it turned on full screen. Now, if I go to like maybe say like living room, sometimes I hear a lot of sound in there, especially voices and stuff like that. But for some reason, it's not picking up audio, which is a bit weird because it has been picking up audio quite regular lately. I don't know because I need the intercom on or not. Hello? Anyone in there? The only thing is you get that whole feedback. Kitchen, hallway, got no equipment out there because of the cat. That's picking up my audio from in here. So hallway, kitchen, bedroom, and living room. No, so I can't say that we're going to get any activity. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. You know, I have had some weird activity over the last couple of weeks, but I didn't have the cameras running. The only cameras I had was my old DVR system, which did have 4 cameras running, but they lost another camera. So all I've got running on that one is 2 living room cameras and 1 bedroom camera. For some reason, the hard drive's packed up on it, so it's actually not recording anything on there. And it packed up about a week ago. I decided to hunt around for these cameras, the Wi-Fi ones, and I thought, like, you know, if I can get enough up and running, then I'll do like a little stream with some Wi-Fi ones. So I've got the 4 cameras running. I've got another 2 Wi-Fi cameras, but they don't seem to want to connect. I think it's because when they were given to me, you had to connect to a website and put your cameras activated to your email account. Now, if someone had a camera and activated it to the email account and that person didn't want that camera anymore and they gave it away, they have to disconnect the settings from the email account, but it looks like it was never done. So that's why 2 of the cameras don't seem to want to work, because they're still connected to the other person's email. I did mention that quite a while ago, but looks like they can figure out how to do it. I was thinking about buying some more of these Wi-Fi ones, but I'm not 100% sure yet. You know, I wanted to get a new DVR one actually, but if I'm having so many problems with DVR cameras, you know, I don't know if I want to buy another one or not, because I've had like 4 DVR cameras since I lived here. And DVR cameras ain't, you know, cheap. They are expensive. You know, an 8 camera DVR system is like 300 quid. So these little Wi-Fi cameras are only like 20, 25 quid each. So what I might do is buy a couple more of those, and so I can get at least 6 cameras working instead of the 4. And if I can't get them working, then I'll just keep them as spare backup ones. Because I have told you I have been invited to a school, and I need to get some equipment sorted out for the school. So I am actually trying to dig out some of my paranormal equipment so I can get ready to do the school. But I've got some of these like camcorders which are night vision, but all the batteries are knackered on them, so I've got to buy new batteries for those. Plus like IR lights as well. So I want to take at least 4, maybe 6 cameras with me. Now what I might do, if I buy another 2 of these Wi-Fi ones, I might not even connect them to this. I might just leave them as they are. When I go to the school, I can connect them to the school's Wi-Fi, and then just have them running and have them as like static knockoff cameras. But I will take some like camcorders so we can walk around and do some videoing, and then later hopefully like upload it once I've done the school. But we'll see how that goes. Just bring this around a little bit. I just don't want to disconnect the camera, because these bloody Wi-Fi ones can be a right pig to get back up and running sometimes, I'll tell you. You've got to reset them, you've got to rescan them for your mobile phone and set up the Wi-Fi password and God knows what with them. Hello, Rose. Lorium. Yeah, I am sorting out in the living room bit by bit. I know I've got a load of stuff in the living room. Can only apologise that I've not sent your stuff up yet. But because of all the stress I was going through, I just dumped everything in the living room. It's all got mixed up. But I am eventually, slowly sorting it out. I just threw like a whole bag of DVDs out tonight. I'm actually putting the dolls in cardboard boxes so I can just pack them away and store them and just keep a few out. I still got your 2, maybe 3 dolls in. I think 2 was in boxes, original doll boxes, which I came with. Then I've got that other one, so I know that they're there. The equipment wise, I don't know where the fuck it all is. I just like keep dumping stuff here, there, and everywhere. But I will try to definitely get something sorted out for you. But as I say, like the DVR camera, is completely knackered. I've got 3 cameras, and it's not recording nothing. All I can see is the video of of the cameras, and even the 2 living room ones are kind of like flickering like crazy. You get that really flickery kind of wavy line kind of thing. Where's my Streamyard? There we go. See myself now. I will put the cameras on like even bigger in a minute if I can. All 4 cameras. It only goes up a little bit bigger, but I'll have to like take my face away from the camera so you won't see my beautiful beard that's going. Yeah, I'm still growing it. I did chop it off last year because I didn't want to go to court on that court case thing, scruffy. So I did trim it all down and had a decent haircut, but now that's over and done with. I'm just going like fucking grow my hair like a hobo. I'm going to be looking like a fucking tramp, but do I give a shit? No. So I can't guarantee we're going to get activity in here or not, but I will go in to the living room a bit later. Just staying there for 5 minutes, see if we get anything, and also the kitchen. The only thing is I've got to turn off the motion on the cameras when I go in there, because otherwise the camera's just going to go crazy. I think the living room one I might have turned off, because that was zooming around and like fucking crazy earlier. You know, the camera just went from left to right to left, and I thought I can't be fucking watching that. You know, I don't know what's causing it. It could have been, you know, something paranormal. It just be a fucking bug in there that's being picked up or something. I don't know. The camera in the hallway is a bit better now. It was really blocky last night. I found out the reason why. Because all the settings were set on SD. But when you put it on HD, it comes up a lot better. So, but the only thing is HD does take up a lot more memory space. But yeah, like, when was it? Hello, Ghost UK. Thank you for that. Appreciate that, bud. Mind you, you can become a supporter. I've not had one payment from my AdSense for a year. And I know it's gone past the mark, but I've not got it. So I think what's happened, right, is when anyone donates through my AdSense, yeah, I had a letter from America for, like, you know, the taxes and shit like that, and I just didn't know how to do it. So I didn't bother with it. And because I didn't bother with it, any money I'm getting on AdSense, I'm not actually getting now. I don't know the reason why. So I'm going to put a description later that if anyone wants to, like, you know, make a donation, put it through PayPal, it'd be a lot easier that way and a lot better. Hello, butt kisses. So, as I did say, a few things have been going a bit weird in here over the last couple of weeks. And I'm not bullshitting to you. I'm not lying to you. Because what am I getting out of lying? Nothing. So what's happened? Well, I heard one of my doors shut, the other night, yeah. And I know when that upstairs, because this was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, it sounded like my living room door. Now, my living room door, where you got the handle, right, you got the little latch that latches onto the side of the door frame. That's broken off. Now, anyway, I had to pull the door hard to make sure it's closed. It's closed enough so the cat think it's like completely closed and she can't get in there. Well, I'm sitting here and it sounded like someone was pulling at the living room door. Now, I tried to look at the cameras, but I didn't see anything. But I don't have a CCTV camera in the hallway. Well, I do, but it don't work because the cable's broken or the connection's shot or whatever, yeah. But I definitely heard like as if someone was like pulling the door shut. That's one thing. Cat's been running around like she normally does, fucking like a blue ass fly. But she's always like that. I can't say that she's like picking up anything or not, but over the last several months she's been kind of calm. But because I've been watching, I don't know if it is because I'm watching a lot more haunted stuff on YouTube and Fire Stick and Freebie and Netflix and stuff like that. I think that I know for a fact the energy has changed in here. Yeah, it's definitely changed. I don't know, it's because like my depression and stress and anxiety, that's like kind of like brought me up a bit more. I don't know. I was going to have a nosebleed then. I thought I heard something in the kitchen rattle earlier in the week, but that could just be, a wet plate maybe that slid. I don't know. It did actually sound like a plate moving. So that was kind of like, was it paranormal or wasn't it paranormal? Now, I have seen a few orb activity in here, because when I'm going to bed, I can see the 3 cameras, well, it was 4 cameras, the balcony one as well, but the balcony one's shut down for some reason. But I still got the 2 living room and the bedroom one, and I could see like a few like light anomalies fly across the bedroom. So that, you know, we ain't got flies in this cold weather. I know that for a fucking fact. Could have been dust particles? No, because dust usually goes up and down. This kind of like shot across the room a couple of times. I've also seen like a shadow movement in here, and I also thought I saw one in the living room near the door a couple of times. It just seems like in the living room, it's like a black mass near the door, and it kind of like, in one way, shivers, you know, like vibrates for like a second or two and then stops. So, you know, is that my visual? Is that my eyes playing tricks? I don't know. It could be, you know, it could be something that the camera's picking up that makes it look like a black mass, you know, some kind of reflection, a shadow that the camera's picking up and reflecting it to the door. I don't know. I can't say if it is or not. But the other unusual things, yeah, which is more kind of like, how can I pull it? Physical. Physical. The other night, I was laying in bed, and no, I told you years and years and ago, I used to get that impression of someone sitting on bed and you feel the bed go down. That happened once, right? Again, that was early last week. I've also heard like something moving here a few times as well. What it was, I don't know. Now I know I've got a lot of clutter in here, and it looks like it might be kind of like at an angle. Okay, kitchen just gone. That's the kitchen. Funny enough, I was talking about. Let's just go on to the kitchen one for a minute. I forgot what I was talking about now. Now that spinning will settle down hopefully. If not, I just have to refresh the page. Then it sorts itself out. But then I've got to like press start. So, that's what I mean. What's been happening with the cameras, they kind of like zoom from one side of the kitchen to the other side, and in the living room, again, it's done it from, cut times in the living room from one side of the living room to the other side, and it's come back to where it's supposed to be, like set up and settled. So, things are happening in here. Now, physical, as I say, like, I felt the bed impression go down. I've had like my feet getting cold again. Now I know it's been cold, but this is a bloody warm quilt, man, and it keeps me really warm when I'm in bed sleeping, but it has made my feet feel cold down here for some reason. But that ain't the main thing, yeah. The other night, and I swear on this, yeah, I'm laying there and I was facing the wardrobe, and something felt like it went like someone, not like kind of brushing my hair, but it felt like something like went across the top of my head, like that kind of thing. And you could feel like a cold breeze go across as it done it, yeah. And like thought, okay. And I'm just laying there. I didn't want to move, because I thought, like, maybe there's something fucking behind me. No one kind of turned around to see if there was anything on fucking DVR. And I didn't have these cameras working at the time. That's the reason why I got the cameras out, so I can start seeing what the fuck's going on. But it felt like something like whooshed across the top of my head. It felt like someone's like, kind of like doing that to my head. So that happened. And that was just a couple of nights ago. Last night, it felt like someone kind of like bust my hand, went like that. And that was last night. I'll say when about. Well, actually, I kind of like felt it and like woke me up, and I thought, let's check the time, and it's 3:23 when that happened. I had also heard voices in here, and this was after 3 o'clock at night. And I think I told you that on my other video. It was a couple of weeks ago. I heard a male voice. What it said, I don't know. It's just like a quick 1-2 syllable kind of thing. And then the other night, I heard a female say something, but I didn't understand what she said because it was kind of like muffled, and it's like, again, 1 or 2 kind of like syllables, like that kind of thing. So I'm thinking, So I'm kind of like thinking, well, is activity picking up? Am I conjuring the activity because the way I'm feeling with the stress and anxiety, depression? Am I causing the activity to come back? I'm hoping it is coming back. I do want it to come back, but I don't really want anything evil coming back. If it's a mischievous little bugger, I've always said I don't mind little mischievous little buggers. If it's like a poltergeist activity, as long as it ain't crazy major kind of shit, and I don't mind that. Because I've been watching a lot of these videos. They do say that with stress and depression, anxiety, you can actually conjure up a different form of energy that can cause poltergeist activity. And poltergeist is not really a true ghost or spirit. Although a spirit or ghost can do it, it's kind of like 2 different forms of like energy, I suppose. I'll be honest with you, I have forgotten a lot of stuff about the paranormal, the facts and the information. I've got to have to fucking relearn all that shit again. But, poltergeist activity can be conjured up by stress and depression, anxiety. Some say it's actually more anxiety that brings it in. Anxiety brings it in more than stress and depression does. I don't know if you saw that, but I saw like a sparkle on the window just then. That's the kind of things I keep seeing over here, like little flickers of light. Not got anything going off on the meters yet, but I'm not expecting to. Yeah. Well, that's me, I think. Shadow of my foot, because I've got my foot on the table where the camera is. Yeah, debunk that. On the living room camera, where the mirror is, I keep thinking I can see like faces and stuff like that on that mirror, like we used to get. If it's like, what's that word? Pareidolia, it could be. But I'm thinking I can see stuff. But no, it might be something in the mirror. It might not be. I'm not going to turn around and say, like there's a figure sitting there. You can see a face and the head and the hair and whatnot. Because although it looks like a person sitting there, it's not a person sitting there. Because I think what it is, it's just a reflection of one of the boxes. And there is a lot of boxes in there, which I'm sorting out at the moment. And it comes with the patrols. Just block them. I know I've got an idea who it is, but I'm not going to say who I think it is. They're just being dickheads as usual. No, because you come back and start doing stuff again. They're fucking jealous because you're coming back and doing stuff. Just block them. So they got nothing better to do. So we hear that about the what was that? Who fell for? Your son had a bad accident. Well, ghost son, he fell. Fucking hell, 42 feet. Jesus Christ. Hope he's okay. Broken ribs. Jesus. Well, I'm not going to let them, defeat me. I fucking closed my channel down. Well, I didn't close the channel down. I stopped doing the paranormal for over 2 years because of them fucking arseholes. I think I'm going to stop doing it now. Then they've got another thing coming. They can come and troll me as much as they like. I'm just going to block them. You guys can block them as well. Your admins. So just block them. I ain't going to worry about it. I'm not even going to talk about it, actually. So, a few things have been going on in here over the last few weeks. I'd like to know what busted cost my head and, touching my hand. And no, it wasn't the cat, because the cat's always in the hallway when I go to bed. She's always in the hallway, because I have had her in here during the night time sometimes when I am in bed. And she just keeps getting up and down and running about. And one night I actually thought I closed her in the hallway and I shut the door, and she was hiding underneath a chair, and I'm laying there in bed, and she jumps onto the chair and she's just sitting there looking at me, and I felt like something kind of touched my face, and I opened my fucking eyes and there's the fucking cat. Her face was practically on mine. Scared the shit out of me, I tell you, man. I fucking went, "You stupid bastard cat, get out." So, yeah, I chucked her back out in the hallway. I tell you, she scared the fuck out of me. Bloody cat. So, we're just going to, let it run for a bit, see what happens. I'm not going to do a whole overnight, I don't think. I do need to get up early and go and do a bit of shopping tomorrow. Talking about shopping, fucking hell, the cost of the living's gone up, man, I tell you, really bad. I used to get away with spending about £20-25 in shopping. I went shopping yesterday, I paid 40 odd quid for my shopping, and it wasn't even all the stuff I normally get, kind of thing. The pork's gone up to nearly 4 quid. Now it used to be £2.30 when I used to buy it. Chicken's gone up way over double. Fruit, the fruit I used to buy has gone up. Cheese has gone up from 170 to 265, I think it is. Ham, that's gone up. The milk's gone up. Even the bottles of soda, the 2 litre bottle of lemonade I used to buy, has gone up from 17p to 28p now. It's fucking ridiculous. $10, that's $10, that's right. I think that might be cheap for there than it is over here. If any spirits are in this room or in any of the other rooms that can hear me, can you try setting off some of the devices? You ain't got to go crazy. Don't know if we can hear them or not, but we should see them if they go off. See, the living room's only got a DC box and the motion sensor light. which I've got 3 for those still to go up. No, in here, if it goes off, you'll hear it go off in here anyway. But the kitchen, so I think in the kitchen I've got about a 10-20 second delay. So what I want to do is just go in and touch the DC box. I have got a another thing in there actually. That's gone a bit too far over. That's what we need. I've got a vibrating detector, which I'm sending up the road at the moment. Right, so they are working.
I couldn't find any enabled video skills that can do that. Go to the Alexa app to map.
Did you hear that? That is moving. That wind chime on the window, that's moving. And the window's shut, I believe. Did have it earlier, open earlier, because I had to cook me dinner. I like it weren't chicken, it was like turkey breasts. I had a turkey breast sandwich for dinner. You can hear them upstairs walking. Slightly behind on YouTube. But yeah, I've got a ball there as well. But it stopped. For some reason it stopped streaming. Why did it stop? Presentation. That's weird. That stopped in it. Well, I've got like a little one of those flashing balls there. Pull a crucifix out. I've got a K2 meter, an EDI meter, mil meter with the EMF connected, and a ghost meter pro in there. And I just heard like something in the kitchen then. Sounded like a cupboard open and close. No, I'd love to go out there one morning and find all my cupboards open. That'd be fucking crazy. No noise. I think what we do, we're just concentrating on the kitchen for a little bit. Because it ain't worth doing the living room. Because there's not much stuff in there. Like you can't see the DC box properly. The only thing you can see is the light sensor. And I have actually turned off the motion tracker on that one. As I say, it kept just like zooming around in there earlier. The hallway, I'm not going to bother with. And the hallway, you're going to hear my voice come through anyway. So I think we'll just concentrate on the kitchen. I don't know if it's me, but it feels like, that kitchen, that it looks like it's distortion, like, kind of like fuzzy, kind of like the motion kind of like keeps going in and out. I've got a headache again. Remember all the time I used to keep getting headaches when I was doing streams. I've got a fucking headache again now. Just take one of my coding pills. Used to take ibuprofen, but because my headaches got so bad, the doctor told me not to take ibuprofen anymore. Take codeine. I can't tell what that says on the EDI, but it has got like, the vibration and the temperature turned on it. So I can always check on the data on that later if I wanted to. Can you tap on the what's it called? The side where the plates are, if anyone's in there? Can that be cool? Set up one of the devices. Yeah, what I'm thinking of doing is I will do more of these, but they're only going to be maybe an hour, couple of hours long, depending on if we get any activity or not. Do a couple each week to start off with. And if I'm not doing one, and I feel like, if I can hear things going on, because I've always got the cameras turned on my second screen anyway now. If I feel that there is something in there, I can see and feel something going on, then I will probably try and turn them on and stream it. But it's like with anything really, like, even with like proper ghost hunters, when they're doing like ghost hunting shows, like, Most Haunted, Ghost Adventures, Ghost Nation, which used to be Ghost Hunters, wasn't it? I think Ghost Nation. I wonder why they changed their name over. Because I think it's because like they got called out for faking shit, maybe. But there, you got like Kindred Spirits. I like that one, Kindred Spirits. Amy and what's the other one? Can't remember the guy's name, but I like watching them too. Ghost Nation, I've only started watching a little bit more of that again. Just been watching Haunted Homes with that psychic. I watched season 2 over the last few days. I just watched the last one tonight. I don't watch Ghost Adventure, not Ghost Adventures. Don't watch Most Haunted. I don't watch that anymore. I think that's just like a load of bollocks. But I do watch a few other like paranormal channels on YouTube or on the Fire Stick through 3B or whatever it's called, or there are a couple of like applications you can download onto either your Fire Stick or I've got one of these Android little box things, which you can watch videos on those as well. So I've downloaded like different apps, and I've just been watching a load of like paranormal stuff again, trying to get back into it. Welcome back, mate. What was that noise just then? Did you hear that? It's like a sound like someone talking and vibrating. It's hard to explain, like, but like a vibration type of sound. Pretty weird. But I'm not going to really be doing much living room at the moment because it is in the right shit state still. But I am actually getting myself up and clearing a little bit out bit by bit. So I threw a great big bag of DVDs out tonight. They're downstairs outside in the Ouija bins. So I'm actually trying to sort out, slowly and gradually, even sorting those box of DVDs out and throwing a whole carrier bag out. It's hurting my back. I have a back issue when I keep bending over. So, after a certain amount of time spending and even bending over, I've got to stop, otherwise my back just really hurts. It takes about an hour before my back pain starts, easing up. But I am in there, doing a little bit, a little bit by a little bit. It sounded a little bit like a moan, like a. So you might have heard it, unless you're talking about something else. So with this, I can actually. The volume is up. That's up. I can speak through an intercom. Just click on that. Hello, anyone in the kitchen? They should hear me. But I'm not getting the feedback like I normally do on sometimes. If anyone's in the kitchen, can you make a sound? Touch one of the devices. That kind of crackling at the background, you can hear it is me that's coming through, but very, very crackly, I suppose. Very faint. So if I go to the hallway one and do the same thing. Hello? So, because it's closer to me, I can hear it. Because it's the kitchen's further away, you can't hear that properly. If I do it in here, you're definitely going to hear it in here. You can't hear feedback. Kitchen. So with this, this line, this blue is activity. But that's because I've been in there quite a lot. All that time there is when I was in there setting up the devices and making myself a cup of coffee. I think I was in there then as well. I think around about this time is when I was actually cooking my dinner. But for some reason, it doesn't show all that on all the cameras because it's not picking up. It should be picking up in here. It should have a bar here. I think that's because it's actually saving. See, this is being saved to cloud. All the other ones ain't being saved to cloud. So this one as well, I think I've actually got this set to record an hour. I turned off the intelligent tracking because that would just keep going constantly otherwise. So idle time 45 minutes. So if nothing happens, then I think it stops recording in 45 minutes. I'm not sure what it is. I have got alarm tones, but I'm not going to turn them on because they are fucking noisy. I tell you, man, really, really noisy. So this one, I've got up to an hour. And I've got motion and sound detecting on that one, but I did turn off the tracking. So what it's doing in there, instead of the camera moving back and forwards, left and right, up, down, what it's doing is it's recording any kind of like motion and sound. That's what it's doing in there. Same for the kitchen. Any sound it picks up and motion is going to record. But I have got intelligent tracking in there, so if anything moves around on the corner, the camera will move. I just turned it off in the kitchen. I just turned it off in the living room just because it kept going too much, you know, just kept like zooming around, and I was thinking like maybe the bloody camera's going to fall down because I only sit on the box in there. Yeah, Taps, which is now Ghost Nation. It used to be Ghost Hunters, weren't it? They got caught out doing things that they shouldn't be doing, apparently. Well, I've been online nearly an hour. So that thing's moving. That wind chime's moving. Can you see that? This here. Well, I think the window might be open. Let me go and check the window. I think it might be open, actually. If it's open, that's why it's moving. fucking nuts. That should go back in a minute. If not, I'll have to put it back myself. There we go. I want Rose to go back to Russia and send me some stuff from a haunted house. That'd be fun. I'm not sure you was able to hear anything in the kitchen when I was in there. Let me just unmute myself a minute. Thank you. That all, yeah. What was that there? Probably tracking you with the old what's the names? Oh Christ. Infrared. Probably got you fucking like zoomed in on the satellite kill. Oh, what was that moved? What was that? Camera moved from somewhere. And it can't be the hallway because I've got the tracking turned off on that one. Got the tracking turned off in the living room. So it can only come from in here. What's those fucking things? I can't remember what. I know I've had a lot of problems trying to think of certain things now. Those flying fucking things you can get nowadays. Even with the old Ukraine and Russians are using them. Those flying things. Not the rockets. Not mortars. Now the one with the little propellers on. I can't fucking remember what they're called now. But probably drones, that's it, drones. Maybe they've got a drone chasing you around and keeping tabs on you. Making sure you're not spying. The old drone. I don't know why, but I keep seeing like in here, keeps like kind of like flickering in this area. And these are just old bottles I got from the bottle dump on the Mitchell Common. Someone's been over there digging. I went over there and I fucking fell in a couple of the holes. But it seems like, you know, the motion, you know, it keeps like pixelizing them, going kind of fuzzy in this particular area. Now that engine statue I've had for like 4 or 5 years maybe, and I got that from the River Wandle. I saw it in there, and you know what? This is like a true fact here. Apparently, yeah. If you find an Indian statue in a river, right? It's because you know, the Indians, Pakistanis put it in there as like a token of respect to the gods, yeah, right? But some people say if you take it away, it can bring you bad luck. No, it doesn't, because I was watching a video a while back here, and it said if you find a statue which has been put in there by Indians, they've put it in there for luck, and if you find one, apparently it doesn't give you bad luck. It's supposed to bring you good luck. I'm sure, I don't know, but I saw it on a program where they said it won't bring any kind of evil, spiritual energy. It's supposed to bring you positive energy. Well, I've not had no fucking positive energy from them as of yet. Yeah, I mean, I'm 60 in December. Glenn, I'm 60 in fucking December. 1963 I was born. Well, we've been live for an hour. We've not really had anything, have we? No meters have gone off as of yet. No, the temperature, you can see that kind of flashing. So the temperature has been going up and down on that one. That I do know, because otherwise it won't flash. Even that one keeps going up and down. 68.6, 68.7, 68.6, 68.7. It's going up 0.1 and down, up and down constantly. Now let's go change something around. Sounds like when the line's tapping or something here, like metallic. That's what it sounds like. So maybe that's what I'm hearing. Something tapping, like the rain tapping on something outside. But they're supposed to be, these windows are supposed to be double glazed. So, fuck are they? Still looks at drafting. I'm just going to sit here and be quiet for 5 minutes. Actually, I'm going to go and stand in the living room for 5 minutes. So you won't actually hear me talking, I don't think. I probably will be talking, but if you hear me or not, I don't know. But I'm going to go and stand in the living room for 5 minutes. And then after, I'm going to go in the kitchen for 5 minutes. So I'll keep them all on full screen. If you see anything, or hear anything while I'm in one of the rooms, leave a comment or just let me know when I come back in here. Yeah, what I'm going to do is go to the kitchen one and turn off the tracking on that for now. Turn off the intelligent tracking for now. So when I go in there, it won't pan around. I'll take K2 meter with me in the living room. Right, so I'll be away for about 10-15 minutes so you can talk between yourself. See any trolls, just click them out. It's so dark in the living room. I can't tell you, I can't even see. I just do not like it in that living room. Let me just get my phone. No, I wasn't farting. I don't even know you could hear me in there. Yeah, it's fucking like really creepy in there, man, I tell you. Right, let's go in the kitchen. so you can't hear me now. That's weird. Let's just put it on the kitchen for now. So I'm going back out there. I'm filling stuff out there right now. Right. So that's did you hear that? Hello? Yeah, that's a mirror. Not worried about the hallway. Hallway. I'm not worried about. We do a hallway one another night. So I can't see. That should be turned on for audio. I'm going to get feedback on those. Let me just try something. So I haven't got the audio. I think I know what the reason could be. Hold on, let's just let's put it on that TV, and then go back to present. I think what it was because I've got two TVs. I've got the sound set on the screen which I'm looking at, which the YouTube and Streamyard's on, and it's not playing a sound on the other one because I can only have it running on either one, and the camera software is on the other screen. So I've now set the audio on that screen. Let me just try and live on from it. That's the stuff I hear in my living room all the time. But let's turn that one off for a minute. I don't know why I'm not getting in the kitchen. Hello? Hello, anyone in the kitchen hear my voice? Can you light the K2 meter up? Hello? Soundbar just moved. Hello, Simon. Now I know who it is. Bad banana. Is your bananas always bruised? Every time I used to buy bananas, they always had fucking bruises on. Bloody things. So we're getting audio coming through now. So let me find out if it's working. For YouTube. Right. I need to drink, my throat's dry up. Got energy drinks in me fridge, but I already had one today. Yeah, I'm well behind on about a minute behind on Streamyard. I don't know why, because I just bloody paid £20 for I definitely can hear voices there, though. Oh, well, it's working. So what you got to do is with this software, you've got to press record on your phone to get the audio out. Which is weird. Yeah, I thought you were going to send me some links to your game so I can check them out. You haven't done that yet, Simon. Bloody pain in the backside. Is anyone in the kitchen? No, I've left. So can you come forward and say your name? Actually, they should hear me without pushing the microphone. So if I take that microphone button off, you should be able to hear me from in here. If there's any spirits in the kitchen, can you make a sound? Can you talk clearly and loudly? Can you move something in front of the camera? Can you set off one of the devices? Can you light up the K2 meter? So, did I just say hello, Steve? I thought I heard a voice say hello, Steve then. Did you say hello, Steve? Can you say it again? I'm sure I heard hello, Steve come through. You did. Who said hello, Steve? Tell me your name. I think it said it's Will. Who's Will? Is your name William? Yeah, I didn't like getting in the living room that much, to be honest with you. I felt something like pricking my ankle, my left ankle. I also felt like something tugging my trousers. I also felt like if someone like flicked my ear. I also thought I saw a shadow over near the patio door. That was a female just then. Can you move something near the window in the kitchen? Or light up one of the devices for me, please. Just heard the bleep. On the draining board, there's a device near the EDI. It's a vibration detector. Can you tap on the draining board for me? Where the little ball is. No, on the draining board. Not near the camera. Near the draining board. Where the sink is. Thank you. Did you hear that? Something went off. What the fuck? So I can't do it as two cameras. If I could get those two up, I would do it, but I can't get it that way. And to get the sound, you can only have one camera up to get the sound. Does Mary still reside in the kitchen? Can you speak or make another sound in the kitchen for me? Nothing's gone off in here, in my bedroom tonight. Not that I've noticed, anyway. I'm pretty sure you can hear it. It's like sounds like something being moved about, like off camera though. It's like a. Can you hear me? Hello, any spirits in the kitchen? So you should hear me talking in a minute. I just don't understand why it's like a 30 odd second delay. Connie now. It's like nearly a minute delay. Let me do a refresh. Hello? Anyone in the kitchen? That flashing is a car going past. You sometimes see a car go past that way every now and then. Unless it's a fucking UFO. If there's any spirits in the kitchen and hear my voice, do you believe in UFOs, aliens, life from other planets? So I'm just not getting the audio back now. Some of these are bloody temperamental cameras, I'll tell you. Got the sound turned on. That's off. Screenshot. Put the living room one on. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. If it starts up. I think you might have lost connection on the living room one. It doesn't seem to be working, does it? Got to turn the living one on. It don't fucking want to work. Oh, cat, be quiet. You've been fed. Anyone in the living room who can hear my voice? Can you make a sound like one of the devices? So now I can't hear no audio on that one. Really weird. Usually that's internet issues. And that's weird. My camera just moved in here and I ain't even got tracking turned on and it just moved on its own. Unless that's what's causing it. I'll just press something on the screen. on the mobile. Because I ain't getting no audio now, am I? No, I am. If anyone in the living room can hear my thoughts, can you make a sound? So I don't think we had any kind of hits on the K2 meter or the DC box or the power sensor. My bloody YouTube keeps going slow. I keep having like heavy chest problems at the moment. Like, you know, heavy breathing. Well, I can't even fucking breathe properly. I don't know, it's indigestion or wind. Could be having a heart attack for I fucking know. Steve Jobs stand dead live on stream. Suddenly you see his spirit energy come out from his body out through his head and see him waving. Keep getting those like fuzzy headaches. You know, those tingling ones. Let's put it on full camera, fuck it. Hello, Winter. Yeah, I'm trying to get back to it. Although we had a troll under my name earlier, but just kind of ignore them. Now, you won't hear any sound from any of these now. So we're just leaving them on full camera without the sound, because I don't think you can get the sound on. No, you can't get the sound while it's on full camera. So otherwise it's just going to be like constant mega feedback. I've been streaming for 2 hours, girl. You'll have to go back and watch it from the beginning later. So I don't know why you can't actually control the audio from here. You can only control the audio when it's on large screen with these down here. Nobody. That just said nobody. Yeah, I'll probably stay on for maybe 1 more hour. So that'd be like 1 o'clock my time, and that'd be 3 hour stream. So although we're getting noises and possibly voices coming through audio on here, it's stuff you can't really make out on what they're saying. See, like that, for instance. Don't know what the hell they're saying. God, the audio is never really clear on these. What does this do? Oh, that zooms in. I didn't know that happens like that. Does that do that on the living one? Just do it on all of them, don't it? Yeah, it does. Who brushed my hair the other night when I was sleeping? For like someone like kind of brushed their hand across my head. Who was that? I'm going to turn off the gear in here. Not one of them's gone off in here tonight. You don't want to be wasting the batteries, so I ain't got many batteries left. I'll hunt these out tonight. So I wasn't sure if I had any batteries left, and I had to hunt around for them, and I found a couple of like packets of 9-volt ones, which are the ones I needed. I also needed the these ones. Can't remember these are AA or AAA. These ones. Couldn't find any of those. I needed a couple, and I had to like go through some boxes, which I had like loads of like these batteries knocking around, but they was all bloody flat. And when I went out the kitchen, I found a packet, which I'll put up there. But now I've got to go through these. I've got to find my battery tester or buy a new battery tester. Go through all these batteries and see what ones are kind of like workable and what ones ain't workable and get rid of them. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my bloody glasses. My ones what I normally wear for, close up. Can't find them anywhere. Rosie's doing a live one tomorrow. Now, I will be doing live streams, every couple of days. I'm not going to do it every single day. Tomorrow, I won't be doing a live stream, but what's tomorrow? Thursday. Friday, I'll probably do another live stream. If not, I'll either do one Friday or Saturday, and it'll be another 2 or 3 hour one maybe. And again, either Wi-Fi cameras, or I might do one in here, do a ghost box session for a little while. I might have the one camera turned on in here in the bedroom while I do a ghost box session. But all my coot boxes don't seem to work anymore. Just packed up. Or getting this like crappy static white noise on them. I'm not getting no radio sweeps on them. I still keep seeing distortion over in this corner. If you mean that, I don't know what that is actually. I think it's an owl ornament. Shit. Oh, I need to work my fucking leg then. That's strange, and that's working now. That power sensor didn't want to work at all earlier. It worked for about 2 to 3 minutes and it stopped. And now it's working again. I really need to get some decent batteries, to be honest with you, but they're so fucking expensive right now. There's nothing there to make that glow. That's what I don't understand. No ornament or nothing there. Just a candle. Big candle. It's not lit. And these here are candles there. They're candles. I did have a couple of boxes there, but one fell down. And I just left it laying there. If I'm going to hit there, I'm going to do Whoa, did you do that? That's me, probably. Just a delay on the audio. Maybe, I don't know. Well, how comes that picking up audio from in here? I shouldn't be doing that. Audio is well out of sync on that. That is fucking weird. I tell you, in our shopping centre, all the eggs keep going so quickly. You know, I fancied like egg and bacon sandwich over the last week, but every time I've gone in there ain't no eggs. I thought I just saw something go across that. Went across there. I don't know why I'm getting like feedback or something. Or the audio is going through, but coming through later. So you can see that going off, but I'm not hearing it on the bloody audio. Let me just refresh that. Problem is, when you refresh it, you got to like press play on it. You see what went across the screen now? I saw something, but you know, just like at the last second, saw it on the YouTube video and not the big screen. I've got two 43 fucking inch TVs here, and I've got YouTube on like small screen so I can read the chat. And as we are going to keep it in the as we are going to keep it on the kitchen, I can enlarge that. So that gives you a bit more of a bigger screen. Apart from the like logo up there. Let me. It's going to close it down for a minute. Let me go to settings. General background. Still there, isn't it? I don't know how you turn that off. Not sure how you take off the logo. I'll do that. Remove from stream. I'll bloody close my stream down. I mean, it might be under banners or brand. Yeah. There we go. Well, I've moved the branding off for now. Got to try and remember to turn it back on tonight if I'll go offline. So I'm getting like slight movement on the power sensor there, but I'm not actually hearing it going off because it's not interacting with that as much as I like it to. No, there's a new battery in it, a brand new fucking battery I put in it tonight. It worked for about 3 minutes and it just shut off and I couldn't get it working. Now I went back in there just a short while ago, turned it on and it started working. But it's only one of these cheap bloody £1 two for £1 battery, these crappy Kodak ones. So I will have to try and get some more decent batteries. Like, I could not find these at all earlier. When I got in the kitchen, I found these ones on top of the fridge. But again, they're Kodak. All my decent batteries have been fucking used and gone flat. Right, we've got 25 minutes, guys, and I'll probably end it. Oh, God. So I think we'll keep it just turned on and stay tuned to the kitchen for now. I'm just going to get the little couple of bits for equipment from the living room and turn those off. I might have the altar stream probably the weekend. I'm not saying I'm going to do a Ouija board or pendulum, But we could have it like just turned on the altar and have some devices turned on. Might bring one of the dolls in, maybe. I don't know yet. Again, it depends on how I feel. My bloody living room has a strange energy in there. I'll tell you that for one thing. Winter. Went in there earlier and it just felt really. I just don't like going in that living room. Since I moved in there, I've always had a strange vibe in there. Even though that, not really doing nothing for 2 years. Every time I've still gone in there, I've had a strange vibe in there. That strange sense of like mixed energies. No, it's just really weird in that living room. I am trying to sort it out. I chucked out a bag of DVDs, today. I chucked out some rubbish the other day as well. Well, that's me coming in. See, it's kind of like, I don't know what's wrong with this bloody video. It's like a delay on it. So that bang was me coming in here, I think. Yeah, but I was in the living room earlier and it felt like something pricked my ankle, the left ankle. I also felt like something tugged my trousers, left trousers, left trouser leg. I thought I felt like something like flicked my ear. I thought I saw a shadow over near the patio door, but that could have just been like my reflection with the K2 meter causing like, a slight shadow. So I'm not putting that down as paranormal, the shadow. But, it was very kind of like weird energies in there. And I was sitting here thinking just a couple of weeks ago, I do want to get back doing this stuff. I really do. Yeah, this is well wide on YouTube. Well, it's not YouTube, it's on here, on the camera. The audio is really like, I don't know why, but the audio is like really kind of delayed on it. Let me try something quickly. On the screen. Let's just refresh it again. See, it shouldn't be there. That should be where the green mark is, and it's not. Yeah, I was thinking the other night, right? I really want to get that living room sorted out. Get a lot of those dolls boxed away, store somewhere. Get enough room in there so I can sit on the floor and do like we used to do when I was doing stuff in the living room, like possibly like a Ouija board or something in there. Make enough room so I can probably swing a cat in there. Not that I would swing a cat in there, but at the moment you can't even swing a fucking cat in there because it's just too cluttered. But I am in the process of trying to sort stuff out and just sorting out a bag of DVDs, bending over and get them out of the box to put them into a plastic bag. That only took about 5 minutes, but enough put a strain on my back. And there's another box I've got in here with a couple of old phones and an old iron, which I was going to throw away, but I forgot to take them downstairs. Just an old electric iron. Picked them up from the old car boot fair a couple of years ago. So I was going to try like buy resell, but all the shit went down. I decided not to, and it's been just like cluttering the living room. But I'll tell you another thing, right? Before I started this live stream earlier, I had all 4 cameras turned on, and I went out and I got, like, from Lidl's the other day, some turkey breasts. Turkey breast seems to be cheaper than fucking chicken breasts. And you get like 3 slices of chicken, turkey breasts. So I was out there and I was cooking that. And I don't use my cooker. I use like a little portable stove, yeah. And it did get a bit smoky in there. So I opened the window. Came in here to eat my dinner because it's like a turkey sandwich. I had a couple of turkey sandwiches and, you know, a spare piece of like fried turkey. I was sitting there eating it, and I was looking at the kitchen, and you can see the smoke in there, yeah, like, you know, where I've been cooking. But something was interacting with the smoke, which was kind of weird. Although I had the window open, let smoke out, it looked like something kind of like moved in the smoke, which was kind of weird. I thought, what the frig was that? And, like, you know, the smoke did eventually, like, you know, go away with, you know, with the window being open, but something definitely moved in that smoke. And I thought, what the hell? I suppose, you know, with my cooking sometimes, suppose the smoke alarm doesn't go off. I've only ever had the smoke alarm go off once in this house when I was cooking once. That's because I left the frying pan on cooking when I went to the bathroom. And the frying pan got a bit too hot and set off the bleeding smoke alarm, and I had to fucking, like, get out of the bathroom rather quickly. But yeah, it's really weird. You know, you can see the smoke because, like, you know, the camera kind of like went a bit hazy because of the smoke. But he also picked up something moving from here, and it's like went right across to the other side in that smoke area. And then, like, you know, it's only like no more than a 2 second. And that window was open. I couldn't open that one because I've got other stuff in the way, so that one I didn't bother opening up. As long as one of them was open, that's the main thing. But something definitely moved across there in that smoke. And I don't know what the hell it was. And I thought, you know, I'll get sorted out and, you know, get some equipment sorted out, find some batteries and do a live stream tonight, as I've not done, you know, a real paranormal stream. I've done in general chit chat, like the coffee chat ones, and other like little topics which I've kind of either put private or deleted afterwards. But this one will stay up. And I say tomorrow, I think Rose is doing one, so I'll probably go and try to watch her channel tomorrow, if I remember. Friday I'll probably do another stream. If not, it'll be Saturday. But if I do one Friday or Saturday, it'll probably be one in here with a ghost box, maybe a doll. I don't know yet. Did you hear that? Sounded like something was being dragged. That is a weird sound. See, last night I had all 4 cameras turned on from like about 4 o'clock in the morning. And I had the big screen turned on. But I wasn't getting no sound in. And I didn't have no, you know, these ones have got alarms on, but I don't want to have the alarms on running at night time and then arseholes upstairs. So if it goes off and they hear it, they probably come down, you know, complaining, which wouldn't really fucking bother me anyway. But yeah, I don't pretend to have the alarms on because they can be very loud and noisy. Again, just then. was like a shuffling noise. No, I don't know, actually, Tony. When I first moved in here, it's empty as a shell, like nothing in here at all. When I rang up my mum, I said, look, I've got this place, I've got to move in, otherwise I'm going to be like kicked out on the street, apparently, from the council. And like, I came in, done a quick, I had to meet the woman so she could show me around the place, yeah. And even then I had a bit of a weird vibe in the living room. And it's completely empty, not a thing in here. So I looked in, I said, well, I've got to take, kind of thing. And, I had to wait a couple of hours. Well, I had to make myself a journey up to the housing association just to sign a couple of forms to get the keys, which I thought I could have done here when the woman was here, showing me the place. But she said, no, I've got to go back and, got to get it all confirmed, and you've got to come and sign the form, then you can get the keys. So I had to wait a couple of hours before I could go up there. That took me over an hour to get there. Came back, and I rang up my mum and I said, look, I've got this place and it's completely empty, not even a bed, a cooker, microwave, or nothing there. So my mum said, like, okay, give me your bank details. I'll send you 300 quid over, and you can go and buy yourself a bed and a microwave. So I said, oh, right, cheers, thanks. And she sent me the money over. And I went over to Mitcham, and there's a bed place over there. And I said to the guy, look, I need a bed today. He goes, oh, I don't know if I can do that. I said, look, I need a bed today. Can you deliver one? And he goes, well, if you've got the one you want in stock, then I can deliver it, but it won't be until, like the afternoon, the evening. So I said, well, as long as you promise to deliver it, so I've got a night to sleep on, apart from the bare floor. So I ordered a bed and a mattress. It did come that night, but while I was waiting, I had to find a way of getting a microwave. Now I did get a microwave, but I think I got the microwave the next day over from Argus. So my mum helped me out for those two parts. But that's all I had in there. I had no furniture, nothing. And the only way I could do it was I noticed that there was a few places where they was chucking out, the odd chair or a table or something like that, like a cabinet. And there was one which I saw out on the street one day, which was that bookshelf. And I asked the person if they was going to definitely throw it away. They said, yeah. I said, well, is there any chance you can help me, carry it home? And I said, oh, I don't know. I said, look, I only live 5 minutes away. So I've got that bookshelf, which I put in the living room. And, I just did not feel like I wanted to be in that living room. Even that bookshelf felt a bit weird. And then I started getting a lot of activity, as if there was someone hiding behind that bookshelf. And that was that Martin guy, which I spoke about when I first started doing streams in here. And it's only because one of my friends on Facebook came over and done the cleansing for me. He mentioned about this Martin guy. I'm even the cleansing didn't really work. I've always just felt like, the living room being a bit weird. It's got a lot of different energies in there, I've got just so much stuff in there, because all that shit went down with the the drama and everything. Yeah, I did have a little bit of money put by, for emergency purposes, in case I missed my rent out for a month or something, or cutting my meals. I had a couple of £100 put by, and I just went out and spent it on fucking car boot fares. and I was bringing home like game consoles, games. I've got some old church books, little small ones. I just saw one in there just now. Actually, I was going to bring it in, but I thought, no, fuck it. It's not like a Bible; it's like a hymn thing, I think. But I bought those. I bought God knows how many dolls from the car boot fairs and charity shops, and Christ knows what else. I bought stuff off eBay. Stuff was given to me from other people, and it just like I can't even pronounce it. Accumulated of like just junk. I was even going out looking in the old skips and wheelie bins for stuff to bring home, like cables and wires. So when I was doing electronics, I wanted to spend that on money buying, wires and cables. God knows how much wire and cable I got out on the balcony, a shitload. Like electrical cords, I was bringing them home as well, because you never know when you might need an electrical cord. If someone threw out 4 pairs of really good condition women's shoes, and I just bought them in here. It's my neighbour actually threw them out, and I bought them in here. Not that I'm going to be wearing women's shoes, but I thought, I might be able to sell them or give them to my sister or my daughter. And they've been sitting in here for about a year. Clothes, like I found in a bag just outside, someone had threw 4 school jumpers out, and I thought, well, maybe I can, sell them, make a couple of quid, or, donate them to the charity shop or something like that. So things I was finding, I was bringing in, it just like built up and built up and built up, like I'll say a quarter of that bedroom, or just under a quarter, it's just empty boxes. Now, someone will probably say, well, why don't you throw those empty boxes? No, I don't want to throw the empty boxes. Not that, I can easily throw them away. I need them to store stuff in there. And I need to put that stuff in them boxes, then find somewhere to put the filled up boxes, store them away somewhere. Like I've got a cupboard in my hallway, and that's a bloody chock-a-block. I've got me fishing gear, I've got me bloody milk detectors, I've got a guitar, which I don't even know how to fucking play. I bought that from a charity shop, hoping I could try to teach myself, but that never worked out. I just got so much shit, man. And plus all the stuff in here. Most of the stuff in here is electronics. Now, once I can try to sort that living room out, if I can try and make enough room to store, I know the dolls will probably have to be stored in the living room in boxes, because there's no other way I can put them anywhere. I'm not going to put them on a balcony and let the rain, soak the boxes and damage the dolls and make all the dolls' clothes and everything get soaked and mouldy. I'm not going to be doing that, because I have spent out a lot of money on dolls. I've got 3 that I'll be giving to Rose anyway, 2 boxed ones and 1 unboxed. I've got a couple of those sound motion detector things that I'll be giving Rose as well. Just because it's all kind of chucked in there, I just don't know where things are, kind of thing. I just put stuff in there in different boxes, and I just don't know where everything is. At one time I knew where everything was, but now I don't know where fucking. You can say, well, get me a particular item from there. At one time I exactly knew where it was, but now I can tell you where it is. So I am trying to work, and even if it's just 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, sorting something out, I am going to be sorting that room out slowly and gradually, because I want to get enough room in there so I can start doing some streams in there like I did, a few years back. But it's just going to take time and energy, and I just don't have the energy. There has been times I've been in there and I'm just back on sorting some stuff out, then them bleeders upstairs start running and banging about, and it just frustrates me so much, I lose concentration and I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. And I just say, fucking, I'll come back in here. And that's just... Yeah, I've done quite a few nights in here. In the living room. You go back on my living room videos. Loads of them. There's one when I was doing a Ouija board in there. And I had a golf ball sitting up on the side. And I can tell you where the golf ball was. Where's the bedroom one? Living room. It was in the living room. The golf ball was over here on this side. And I was over here when it was all clean and tidy and I had room in there. I was sitting down over here. And as I was doing the Ouija board, the golf ball just kind of flew over and hit me, right? Seriously, no bullshit. It's on video. And it kind of like freaked me out a little bit. And I thought, well, that's the kind of shit I really want. And like, I'm pretty sure it was caught on camera. And I'm sitting there for a few minutes, kind of like, okay, there's something fucking threw that ball at me, you know. And I got up and I tried debunking it to see if there's any kind of vibration. You know, I was sitting there dead still doing the Ouija board, so I wasn't causing no vibration. There wasn't no vibration from upstairs to make any kind of vibration come through the wall, because that cabinet, that like plastic shelving, isn't near the wall. Now you can see there's a gap there. The only reason why, you know, like I put stuff there today, actually, these are DVDs I've sorted out earlier today and decided I'm going to keep those ones. That's why they leaned against the wall. But they weren't there before the day. You know, the box was, and these carrier bags and milk detectors up there, they was all there. And I've only put those there within the last couple of months. But when this living room was all cleared and tidied, and, you know, when that ball came flying over at me, yeah, I kind of got up and I tried to debunk that golf ball. You know, I jumped up and down. It didn't, like, because I put the golf ball back roughly where it was. I jumped up and down to see any vibrations would make the ball roll and fall off. It didn't happen. I tapped on there kind of like lightly, and it still didn't make the golf ball roll or fall off until I really banged it. Then the golf ball fell, and then like it just kind of like fell down and bounced once, and that was it. Wherever it was, flew across me. I've had orb activity. I've had that black weird shape anomaly appearing in the room. I've had a lot of stuff happening there. And some of the time, well, most of the times I've been in there, apart from that black anomaly, I was in here doing a live stream with Rose and Michelle. But, you know, the book cabinet is over there. Originally, it's like against this wall, but now it's against that wall. And I just did not like being in that corner of the room. I've gone in there many times taking photos in that mirror and got like weird pictures of like anomalies and possible apparitions and God knows what else. It's just been crazy in that living room. But once I get it all sorted out, I'll be back in there. You know, I was in there tonight for about 5-10 minutes, and I just did not like the energy in there. It just felt kind of uncomfortable. Well done, Ian. Cheers for that, mate. So you can see how more clearer it was, tidier in there. And I've got 3 rocking chairs in here now, would you believe? One what my mother-in-law gave me, more of a kind of like rocking recliner kind of chair, which you can also like swing side to side instead of back and forwards. I can't remember where I got that one from. But then I actually found one across the road in an old bungalow, actually, before it got knocked down. And I think I got that second. I think on that one I got second. Yeah, I'm sure I got that one second, because that's the other one which my mother-in-law gave me. So the rocking chair you can see there is not the one I got from the bungalow, I don't think. But if you watch that video, it's got ads on it. But you watch that video, you'll see the golf ball come flying over, and you can see me trying to debunk it as well. And I think that might be in, the kids that might have been in there. Because I believe at that time, we had Dexter, which was a spirit boy, which I actually caught on photo, standing beside me at Kenny's house. And I still got the photo knocking around somewhere on my Facebook. That's Dexter. Leonard, I believe, was the boy that drowned in the early 1900s. Well, mid 1900s, like 1940s, I think it was. Or might have been a little bit earlier. That's Leonard, who drowned in Mitcham Common Lake. And then little Mary, I don't know where she came from, but we've seen little Mary running down my fucking hallway. And I know little Mary used to like mucking around in the kitchen as well. Because I was informed by the spirits that she liked looking out the kitchen window. Now, I'm not saying that all them 3 children are still here. I think they've all moved on. I know a lot of spirits have moved on. I don't feel a lot of the spirit energy here that I used to have. It comes and goes, with the energy. Sometimes I can go in that living room and feel kind of calm and not really feel, a mixture. But a lot, there was times I went in there and the energy was just either so like depressing or so dark or so heavy, and you could be, that could be on one side of the living room, on the other side you could be feeling a little bit more kind of like positive and a little bit more happiness and stuff. It's just like in that living room, it's just chaotic in there at times to time. Kitchen, I know there's always been a female in there. Always been a female in there. I still feel that there is a female in there. In here, in the bedroom, I still get the feeling that I'm being watched. Just the other night, something brushed across my head. Last night, I felt like something touched my hand. So some of the activity is kind of like coming back, I suppose. But I don't know. Hello, Mark. How's it going? I haven't seen you for a while. Now, I did say I was going to finish at midnight, but I'm still drinking my coffee. So you got me for a little bit longer. But, that mirror in the living room, I think I got that from a charity shop, actually, in Mitcham, which the charity shop is no longer there. And, I've caught a lot of stuff on that mirror. I think one of the best ones was like a Victorian couple walking side by side. It looked like the Victorian guy had like a walking stick. And that's just kind of like, sometimes it can be really heavy and depressing in there. Sometimes it's just like feel sadness and, like being fed up. Sometimes like you might feel, I think that's my foot then. Yeah, that's my foot. Sometimes like, you might feel, a little bit of positivity in there, but not that much. It's just like a mixture in that living room. I've not seen that clown on the wall. I mean, on the ceiling, hang down the ceiling. That's never moved. And I was told that it was haunted, but it's never moved. And that's the problem when you buy stuff. I know dolls can be more of a trigger object, and as well as like a haunted object, because like, you know, a doll looks like a human being, don't it? So a lot of spirits try to attach themselves to dolls, I suppose. And then when you get people, you know, saying, "Oh, this doll's haunted," you know, this is the kind of activity I've had from it, you know, cold fluctuations, you know, cold spots, K2 going crazy, you know, EMF going crazy, EVPs and shit like that. You know, you want to buy it, don't you? And like test it out yourself. But I bought a load of stuff off eBay, and you know, I think I don't know how many I bought, but let's say like 20 items, 20 dolls I bought off eBay. I think I've only had probably about 2, maybe 3 that I've actually had something come from them. You know, I have bought a load of stuff, you know, dolls from car boot fairs, and you know, if you don't get nothing from them, you just keep them as like trigger objects, really. And the same with charity shops, you know. There's one which I was going to Mitcham, and I've told this story so many times. I was going to Mitcham one day to do some shopping, and I was on the 118 bus, and it stopped outside the post office, and it felt like something just suddenly grabbed me, and like it pulled me off the bus, and it kind of like was pulling me across the fucking main road, and there's cars coming both ways, you know, kind of thing. Surprised I didn't get knocked over, but it felt like someone was pulling me across the road. It led me to a charity shop, and just as I got to the charity shop, my head just span to the right side, looking in the mirror, and there's a clown doll in there, and something told me I needed to buy it. Now, I don't really like clowns, but you know, I've got probably about 20 clowns now, thanks to Rose sending me fucking half a dozen clowns. But I did buy some other clowns, you know, myself, from, you know, either charity shop or car boot fairs or somewhere, even on eBay, I think. But this particular clown, I named him Chester, and the amount of activity I got from him was like fucking crazy, man, you know, crazy. The background story that I got from the spirit, you know, apparently like Chester is, or was, I don't know if he's still there, but Chester was like, had an attachment from a guy who used to actually really be a clown, and his wife bought him the clown doll, and he started collecting clown dolls because he worked on the circus. And that particular clown doll, Chester, which I named, I still got. And you know, I was getting like K2 hits, I was getting cold chills around him, I was getting like EMF hits, EVPs. And the spirit guy told me, yeah, he's here because he wants to, like, you know, look after the ladies, because he was a lady man kind of thing. I know you got that through like EVP and bloody Ouija board. Really weird, you know, kind of things though. Like, you know, I've had a brick sent down to me from Chris, who lives up Scotland. A brick, half a brick from a World War II camp. And I've got stuff on that. I've got some war art trench work, which I think I've got in here still. Let me see if it's in here. I know it's in here. Where is it? I think I moved it the other day, actually. There it is. This is from a mortar. Yeah, a bomb mortar. It's just the I can't see. So that's the tail end of it here. But someone actually made this, and they put that there, and you've got a lighter there. And all we'll do is fill it up with fuel. But I don't want to be doing that because I can't even turn the bloody flint round. The flint's kind of like stuck. But the flint actually turns around. You've got the wick. Oh, hang on, I've got a spark then. But it's very hard to do. So this was made into a lighter. And this was sent down to me from one of my viewers. It's even got a button welded onto it. Military button. I've never checked on what kind of military button it is actually. But this got sent down to me, and the fucking weird activity I got from that was unbelievable. I've got EVPs, I've got K2 hits, I've got millimeter hits, I've got all different kind of stuff off this. I even felt weird holding it when I first got it. Shut up, you bloody cat. Yeah, well, the brick which was sent down to me, that's in the living room somewhere. I don't even know where that is. What else did I get? The mirror behind me, I got sent down to from Rose. She told me that Kevin found it. They brought it home, and weird shit just went crazy in the place. And she said she's got to get rid of it. She's going to throw it away. I said, no, I'll have it. So she sent it down to me. And I've had some weird shit happen to me on that mirror behind me. That one, which you all know about. What else? A couple of dolls Rose has sent me down. I've had activity from, like, what's the bloody name now? Tina. Doll Tina. Sent me a clown doll which was in a bloody coffin. Little wooden box, which I still got the box somewhere. Charlie. I had activity from him. And I just said weird stuff happening, you know. And that's what kind of stuff I like. I can't turn around and say, hey, you know, every kind of item that I've got has always given me activity, because it hasn't. But when you do get something that's someone has told you where they've had activity and they can prove it and they don't want it and they send it to you, and then you start investigating it and doing experiments with it, it's kind of like, you know, really good when you get activity from it. But sometimes you just don't know what kind of activity you're going to get. There you go. So yeah, you just don't know what kind of activity you can get from certain things. Like, it's not got, you know, it's not always got to be a doll that's haunted. You know, you could get like a watch. You know, you could get a piece of jewelry and get a button. You know, a horseshoe. You know, anything could have some form of activity attached to it. Whether it being positive or negative, that's another matter. Now, I found a load of stuff outside. I even found a doll's head outside where my bushcraft is. The rest of the, you know, the body of it was gone. It's just a doll's head. But I still brought it home. See, there might have been some activity attached to it, and I didn't get fuck all from it. I still got the doll's head somewhere. What else have I found? Now, when I do milk detecting, when I find like musket balls and bullets and stuff like that, I always try to do like a little kind of like experiment to see if I get any kind of like activity from it, whether it be a K2 meter or EM pump, not EM pump, EMF spike, an EVP. I like trying to experiment with all different things, you know. And when I find stuff, you know, I always bring it home, or, you know, like buttons I found. I've got about a dozen horseshoes now. Now, you don't know where those horseshoes, well, you don't know where the horseshoes come from. A horse, of course, but, did that horse, was it used in the cavalry, from early 1900s when First World War? Was the horse shot? Did it come back and die? You just don't know, kind of thing, Coins, when you find coins. There's been videos on YouTube, from the proper paranormal shows where someone's found something, they've taken it home, and, they've had nothing but paranormal activity. Now, I've always said, if I get paranormal activity, great, because then I can, experiment and, find out what's attached to it. But you don't know if you're going to get something positive or mischievous or very negative. No, I don't mind positive and mischievous little buggers, but, when you get something negative, that I wouldn't really like. But being a paranormal investigator, you got to be prepared for that kind of stuff. And you got to know what to do to get rid of it. And if you can't get rid of it, you got to call someone down to get rid of it for you, like another paranormal team or, a priest. Do a house blessing or something, I've got another headache coming. I just think of all the headaches I used to keep getting when I used to do my streams, man. I still do get the headaches when I do streams. Which is weird, because when I'm not streaming, I don't get hardly any headache. But when I start streaming, I get headaches. Yeah. There's, Ian can probably find it. There's a video of, how old my cat now? I think she's about 7, 8 years old. I think when she was about 1, 2 years old, she was in the hallway, and a light anomaly went down the hall, and you can see her chasing it down the hallway, and it just went straight for the door, and the cat stopped inches away from the door itself, as if if she carried on, she would have smashed her head on that door. So yeah, there's she's been doing that. She's seen things. Cats are very sensitive anyway, just like dogs. Let's see if I can find it. I know Ian can find it, because Ian's good at finding stuff. Yeah, I found it already. Let's look at this damn thing again. If you watch this one, it's only 2 minutes. I'm sure that's the one. I think that's one. I'm just checking it myself. Actually, hold on, as it's only 2 minutes. Let's go to Streamyard. Stop presenting the cameras for a minute. Share. And then I'm going to have to drag that one over to that screen. Then I'll close it down after. Right, so this is, there's no audio on it. Yeah, there's me just walking around picking the cat up. I'll tell you, that mat is wrecked, man. Still got the same carpet, but it's wrecked. So I don't know if you see that pixeling, but it seems like there's something moving around in the hallway. And this is when I had the cameras set up, but these cameras here don't work anymore. So I saw an orb fly up there. There, see that one? Just go back. Stop that for a second. Playback speed. I'll do it at this one, 0.25. Play. So we'll run longer now because I'm playing it as slow-mo. There, look, see that one then? Just watch up here. So there's that one there. And this is when my house was really active. There's just one popped up there. Same area kind of thing. There. And that just appears from nowhere. The saint just came then, that area. Because my hallway used to be very active as well at one time. It's like this shadow, like a little dark shadow there. I'm sure this is the one with the cat running down the hallway. Might take a little while because I've got it on slow motion, as I say. So I don't know how many all activity I saw in this bloody night video. And this is like I clipped this out of a longer video. There, I don't know if you saw that. Oh, there's a flash there. And she's standing there looking at the door. I'm not sure if this is the right one or not. There's something right near that door where she is. I don't think this is the clip actually. I think it might be a different one. Yeah, I think it might be a different one actually. But you see her run down, she's seen something, and she's standing at the door thinking, what the hell's that? But I'm pretty sure, like, you know, if it ain't that one, it's another one. Where's my Streamyard gone? I don't know if you saw that actually. I think I had my Streamyard. That's what's the name. There's my Streamyard gone. Something's going on here. Hold on. It must be Streamyard, I think. Oh, living room, kitchen. That could just be a faulty battery though. I'll turn it off in a minute. Where's my Streamyard? Oh, right. Streamyard's gone somewhere. Yeah, I don't know what I'm now. Audio. Shit, what's going on here? Right. Yeah, that's just going crazy just then. Pretty sure you heard that and saw that, didn't you? It can't be a faulty battery because it's stuck and he stopped doing what it was doing. I'd love to have a skull, actually. I just think that me having a human skull. Right, I'll be back in a minute. Just take my cup out and I need to go to the bathroom. That power sensor was going off just then. And it's the first time it's been going off tonight. If you keep in on that cat, you're going out. Oh. Right, let's get my mixed fruit nut. Not got much left. So I ain't got much left. Got one of these bags of fruit nut things, which I was munching on last night. Yeah, about that, you want to watch that living room activity, golf ball flies. It was fucking scary, I tell you, man. It was really scary. No, golf ball suddenly flying down at you when they've been sitting up on that shelf, practically all night, all day and all night. And then it just comes flying at you. I can see you, cat, peeking around the fucking box. There's a few things I need to start saving up for actually. I want to get a new camcorder, Wi-Fi one, night vision. But it's like 200 quid. And it's Wi-Fi. So I think I could probably tether it to my mobile and then stream it. But no, I have actually got a camcorder supposed to be Wi-Fi, but it just will not connect to Wi-Fi. I don't know why. Maybe the Wi-Fi setting on it screwed. That's why I want to buy a new one later on. I've got a choice of buying a new DVR system or some more of these little Wi-Fi cameras. Now, the DVR system's like fucking 300 quid. But if I buy these little Wi-Fi cameras, they're only like 25 quid each. I'm going to get another 4 of those. I don't know what else do I want to get. I need to buy a load of batteries. People said buy rechargeable ones, which I should do, but I'm fed up keep waiting for the damn things to charge up. So I'll just buy the normal standard ones. Sorry about hungry. Probably hear me crunch. No, sorry, I feel like I'm getting an energy drink. Get one of my Kong energy drinks. It's quite nice actually. Just hoping it won't shoot out everywhere. They say to wash down the old peanuts. I had for dinner, as I said earlier, turkey breasts. Get 3 little turkey breasts in a pack. I fried them up and made 2 sandwiches with 2 of them, and the other one I just ate by itself. My bushcraft, I will be doing that again later on in the year. When we've got the longer daylight time, when it's probably 4 or 5 hours night time, and I will be staying over again overnight one night. But I need to buy some insulation. You can only buy me big rolls, so I've got to buy some insulation so I can like cover up all the holes in the in between the sticks and logs and branches and whatnot. Plus, I need to rebuild that fireplace. And that I need bloody cement for, and sand. Well, I do need to rebuild it. It's falling apart outside. And inside, it nearly caught on fucking fire. I was cooking, went out, just did a little walk around with a camera, came back, and the top part of the fire was fucking like bright red cindered. I thought, Christ, if I hadn't gone in there at that time, the whole camp would have probably gone up in flames. Lucky I had plenty of water. I like throw water on the on the red flame on the wall to like put it out. So I was like, I know there's stuff going on in this house. I think the activity's coming back, but coming back slowly, kind of thing, very slowly. Good thing with this though, these cameras, they've all been set, which I did not know until last night, yesterday, well, not yesterday, day before, when I got it all sorted out. The time and the date and the year are all set. I didn't have to do nothing to them. The only things out of sync slightly is the seconds. I don't like wood stove. I like my little fireplace. I just got to be careful not to like make the flame too high. It's only because I was barbecuing my pork belly meat. And I went out and done like a little tempting fest and forgot about the bloody food. It's either that or I'd either barbecuing or putting the kettle on, make a drink, something like that. I can't remember. It's on my video anyway, on my bushcraft video. But what one it is, I don't know. But we'll be doing bushcrafting again later. I've actually got to buy another wildlife cam. Just one of the cheap ones. I'm not going to spend more than 30 quid for it. Because it's only going to be for Ron. Because he's been getting some problems up there. Where his pony's been let out and things been going missing. He has got Wi-Fi cameras up there. But someone knows where they are and they've been turning them off. So I said, well, I'll take the wildlife cam which we got here and check the video, but all the videos were corrupted. and the wildlife cam doesn't turn on because water got into the circuits. So I said to him, don't worry, I'll get another one. And I'll bring it up in about a month's time when I come up next time. So I'm going to get him one, and we're going to put that at a different location. So I think the person that's been causing the problems is someone who he knows and knows where all the cameras were. Because I have got a wildlife cam up there, which I use myself. But the one I bought him a couple of years ago fucked up. So I'm going to get him another one. And instead of putting it where we originally had it, I'm going to put it somewhere else. So we can catch the person who's been causing the problems. Now, he's got a good idea who it is, but need the proof. You can't prove it because someone knows where his cameras are and keeps turning the damn things off. I did say to him to change the location of the cameras he's got, but it's time and money and buying new cables and everything. I think it's like one of his helpers that used to work up there some time back. So but I did ask him a while back if I could bring, friends up there, and he said, "No, I prefer not to, because I don't trust anyone else up here at the moment because of the problems that that he's been having." And I said, "What? Not even my son?" He goes, "No, no one. Because I can trust you because you've been here for 3 years." He goes, "I don't even trust my workers at the moment." So he goes, I'm sorry to say, but no, you can still carry on coming up here and do what you want to do, but I don't want people who I don't know coming up here. So I said, all right, fair enough. I'm not going to stand and argue with him because he can just turn around and say, "Well, we don't like it, fuck off, don't come back, mate." And if he does that, I ain't going to be able to get my equipment back. And there's a lot of stuff up there. I bought like a metal shelving unit up to take up there, which I, built and is inside the shelter. It's got like culinary bushcraft knives. It's got axes up there. It's got saws. I'm not sure if my battery operated chainsaws up there or not. I might have brought that back. I don't know. But if I did, I don't know where I put the damn thing. But I've got like 3 axes up there. I've got 3 or 4 saws up there. A couple of bushcraft knives. Got torches, hammers, screwdrivers, nuts, bolts, screws, tape, rope. There's so much stuff up there. Even some of my like bedding, camping bedding, all up there. And if he turns around and says, "You're not coming back up here, fuck off," I'll lose all that lot. Talking, good 200 or 300 quid's worth of gear up there. That's why I put 2 padlocks on there now. Well, I went up there a couple of weeks ago and it's not too bad. It's just got, water has got through when we, what is it called? Bed shelter thing is, it's like, that thing that I lay on, bed storage. So all I've got to do is lift a few like little locks up and put stuff inside it if I want, which I have actually got in there. So when someone goes in there, if anyone goes in there, even one thinks it's just like a, like a bed. I've had him in there having a cup of tea, well, coffee actually, not tea. And then he's surprised, the amount of stuff I've got in there. But yeah, when I went out there a couple of weeks ago, all what was down was, well, there is a tree which got blown down last year, and it is actually like across the roof of my shelter, but it's not causing any real damage. So I was actually thinking of like, cutting that down, but I thought, no, I'll leave it as it is. And that's been like that for about a year. When I went up there the other week, there is another 2 trees down, but it's kind of in front of the actual shelter. It's not nowhere near the shelter itself. It's probably about 6 to 10 feet away from it. So that does actually need cutting off, chopping into pieces, use the firewood. But I need to take some more insulation up there. I need to get some more tarps and practically redo the roof, because there's water coming through it left, right, and centre. I've probably got about 4 or 5 tarps on there already, and still water's coming through. So I need to like get up there and redo that roof. And I need a long day for that, and I'm gonna try to hang on until we got longer hours. When we got like daylight until like 9-10 o'clock at night time, then after that it gets light around about 5-6 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to wait until we got the longer daytime, and then go up there and redo that whole roof. On the outside, and just like fill up some of the gaps. But I won't do that until like we've got the longer daytime, and like I've got the insulation, because the insulation is in like fucking great big rolls, So stuff you use for your attic or your loft, and like it's not, it ain't that kind of stuff that can catch on fire. It is actually fireproof. So I'm going to concentrate on the roof and just go around and fill some of the gaps up with insulation. That'll be on one particular day. Then I'll go up there another time while we've still got longer daylight. And I'm going to take some cement up there. Dirt I can get anywhere. Dig up some dirt up, mix it up with cement and maybe some sand, and just go around and fill the gaps in. Fill it, on top of the insulation. And also try and repair that fireplace that I built. I'm going to try to get some bricks from Ron. I know he's got some bricks. I saw some up there when I was up there the other week. So I'm going to ask him if I can scrounge some and then rebuild the fireplace. But then I've also got to do the front of the fireplace inside, where it kind of like near enough caught on fire, like to put the damn thing out. So that needs to be redone. That needs more kind of like mud and plaster and cement mixed together, and then just like let it dry out. So I do plan to spend a couple of nights up there this year, but it won't be until when we got the longer daylight times. Thing is, I've got to find me bloody, because there's so much shit in the living room, I've got to find me sleeping bag. I've got to find me blow up pillow. I've got to find the little pump thing so I can blow up me mattress. So I've got one of those inflatable mattresses, so I've got to find that as well. It's all in the living room. Just got to find the damn stuff. Because without the actual mattress, that bed bench is really bumpy and it can really hurt your back. That's why I bought the mattress, the black mattress. Because what I do, I put down like the bedroll thing. Put 2 of them down. Then I put the mattress, then my sleeping bag. And my daughter bought me one of those mosquito nets. And I had that up there as well. I think that's up there, I'm not sure. Might be here, I can't remember. But no, I confronted my fear up there because I always, never liked being out in the woods at night time on my own. But at least I've, done a couple of single night sessions, and I've also done a double day, double night time up there. But I don't think I'll spend a double night up there again because it's just like sometimes it can be really weird and freaky up there, because your brain isn't like tuned into the outside noise than it is on the inside noise, And last time I was up there, I couldn't really sleep because there's so many weird noises going on. I could hear people screaming. I could hear like the sound of a train, and there is a train railway line not far from us actually. Like a dirt bike. I had like sounded like a woman crying just outside my shelter. I had branches snapping, but they could have been the ponies. But I think at that time those ponies were in the other field. It just seems like, if you can lay there and fall asleep, fair enough. But sometimes you might get woken up, sometimes you might not. And there was, like last time I was up there, I just kept getting woken up with different noises. And it did get a little bit cold, although it was a hot night. I started feeling cold. And, my imagination was running away with me. I kept thinking that someone's in the fucking shelter with me. Before I could, see someone poking their fingers through the window. Before I heard the door rattling. And, that particular night when I locked myself in, and the next morning I couldn't get out properly. I had to get in, I kicked the fucking door down. Because somehow where I got the bolt got stuck. And I was pulling the bolt, and it still wouldn't, release itself. I had to keep banging for a good 5-10 minutes before it actually loosened itself. And I actually had WD-40 as well. It seemed like that lock just did not want to open. But I eventually did get it open. I thought, thank fuck for that. Otherwise, what the hell am I going to do? I'll probably have to get a saw and saw a fucking hole in the wall and climb out and, rebuild the wall, which I didn't really want to be doing. But it took me 10 minutes to open the fucking door. I always take WD-40 up with me anyway, because those locks seem to sometimes get a bit stiff. I've got a fire extinguisher. It's up there. I just didn't want to use it because it's like that much, like that, and you can see the red hot ember on the wall, as if that particular wooden log was going to just suddenly catch on fire. But it wasn't on fire like it was. It's just bright red embers, and I just got threw water on it. Put my fire out. I just light the fire up again, but when I lit up, I made sure it was a smaller one. Because my fire, I can have it in front, or I can have a bigger fire and push it way back, because there's a bit that much, it goes back in to the outside. And sometimes when it does get a bit kind of high, I used to lower it down by pushing it inside the actual thing. Now, depending on what the weather like, and if there's a draft, sometimes the smoke will come back in, and you're fucking choking on the the smoke. I've got like a window right next to it and a window on the other side, and fucking 1-2 o'clock in the morning, and it's pitch black outside. You don't want to have your door open in case there is a fucking weird axeman out there waiting for you to open the door to fucking come and chop your head off. I think it's gone all quiet now. I ain't got audio on, so I'm going to close that down for now and just do a general chat. Yeah, it's gone kind of quiet in here now. Blend. The fire extinguisher is hanging right next to the wall, near the window on the right hand side, not where the fire is, on the left hand side. So I made sure I had that in case I had a fire on one night and the tinder suddenly flared up and started catching the damn thing on fire. At least I've got a fire extinguisher up there. Still brand new, not even opened, and it's been up there for over a year. I bought that from Homebase. That's where I got the insulation insulation stuff as well from Homebase. I think I still got some cement and sand outside in a container, but I've got to check on that. But that means I've got to pull everything away from the fucking door to get out there. But I'm not worried about that right now. I'll probably have to live and sort it out a bit more before I go down and spend the night down there and do some repair work. So I did ask him about having people around there, and he said, no. Goes, not the way fucking things going right now, Stu. He goes, that's just he's got an idea who it is, but he can't prove it. I said, well, you're CCTV catching them. No, because the fuckers know where they are and they're shutting them down. They probably came around from the back. And I just, pulling the plugs out. So there's no way I can actually prove who it is, but you've got an idea who it is. I said, well, don't think it's me, mate. He goes, no, it's not you. Because I think I know who it is. And he was saying, they removed their pony and put it in another field. I said, well, what happened? He goes, I don't really want to talk about it. He goes, since that person's gone, shit's been going on, just too much. These ponies been let out, fences been broke, CCTV's been disconnected, stuff being stolen. Oh, fucking hell, man. So that's why I got his. I said, let me go and get your wildlife cam, and I'll take the card home and see if there's anything on it. Because he's never changed the battery or the memory card, it's been there for over 2 years. The memory card has filled up, and where it's trying to record over, it's corrupted all the files. All I saw was 5 photos out of 200, which worked. And it's just these ponies. And the wildlife cam just doesn't turn on, because it got water in it somehow. And it's probably fried the circuits. So I said, look, I'll change the batteries over. I put another memory card in, but you can see it wasn't turning on. So I said, good news, bad news. So I'll give you the bad news first. Your camera ain't working no more. But don't worry, good news is I'll get you another one. And I'll bring it up and we'll put it somewhere else. So hopefully we can find out who's fucking around in your property. And he goes, I don't give a shit who it is, even if it's someone who works for me, which I think it is. If I find out it's that person, I'm fucking getting the old bill involved. I said, I won't blame you, mate. You know, you put your trust in people, and they turn around and screw you over. And it doesn't matter how long they've been fucking working with you. So, yeah. Right, anyway, I'm going to shut it down now, yeah? 1 o'clock, I'm going to go. And then I'm going to watch 1 or 2 quick videos and then hit the sack. So I've got to go out and do a bit more shopping tomorrow. Need to go and get the old biscuits and drinks and a few other bits and pieces. So, thanks for coming on. Appreciate you being here, watching. Don't forget, hit that like button. Any comments, leave a comment below after the video. And I hope to be back on either Friday or Saturday. I don't think we'll be doing any cameras. Probably be doing a mirror. Probably bring one of the dolls in here and do a doll session for a few hours. Maybe a ghost box and an EVP session as well, maybe. But I've got to find the EVP recorders. And I'm not sure what doll I'm going to bring in yet. Out of all the fucking dolls I've got, I've got to think of what one to bring in. Probably bring in one which I've had, you know, some form of activity from in the past. And see if it's still got activity attached to it. I'm not saying it's going to, but we'll only find out once we try it. So, good night, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good week. What's left of it. And I'll catch you either Friday or Saturday. And don't forget, Rose Bum Fluff is, I think, streaming tonight, Thursday. I'm not sure what time, but I think she's going to do a 24-hour, I think. So I might try to go over there and, you know, show some support over there. But I am watching a lot more videos, you know, paranormal videos. Try to get back into it, you know, learn a little bit more. See if there's anything I've not done in the past, which might be an idea for me to try in the future. Try to get some of my equipment back, you know, wherever the hell I've put it, and use some other equipment maybe. I would like to try to use one of my camcorders, which is supposed to be Wi-Fi, but it doesn't do it, you know, because I would like to have been walking around with a camcorder, having it connected to, you know, YouTube, but it doesn't connect Wi-Fi for some reason. So I was looking at buying a new one, but, you know, you're talking about 200 for a cheap one. And that's night vision with Wi-Fi, but I don't know if that would connect to YouTube or not. It says, like, you know, feed blogging, but I don't know. But anyway, I'll catch you all later. So, good night.